So I don't know, you do the research. I think I've done mine, but I can tell you cover crops are awesome if you're working the soil. So right now we are laying down cover crops, the kind that'll make this soil just bomb drop. You're not working the soil up, but you are gardening. I think that's awesome. I think that'd be a good choice though. If you're working into a forest garden system like this, it's still good to throw some seeds into it so you can speed up success. Nutrients, putting them there like waiting for people that want to go camping in tents. They'll be bringing out the magic of the soil and making it resilient into the system of the future. And everything that you'd have will be growing naturally. You'll be collecting minerals from the air that are floating past your hair. And you won't even know because you might not even care. But this is how we do it here. All the different cover crops have different magnitudes and different minerals they pull from the air and from the soil and make them more assimilatable to plants that are growing. We might find a way to help you care, because there might be the only way to keep your minerals from going out of your body and draining down into your sewer system, which is where it's all going right now. And they be feeding you with something that ain't right. And now we be trying to figure out how to keep it right the way that our ancestors have for thousands of years. We're gonna let that just be ruined in a few years. No, we ain't gonna let that. No, we ain't gonna let that. No, you bet that we can keep it here. We can keep the youth growing. We can keep the youth sowing. We can keep the youth growing in the way that they knowin'. What they're putting down here, we be laying the garden down to rest for the 4-season cycle where we are in Indiana. Yeah. So we'll be covering it with some rye. It's a winter rye. And we got some buckwheat seed too, which will come and die as soon as the first frost comes by. And we got some daikon roots, which will be sending down to the subsoil as far as they can go to bring up what's good for everything. And we might even pull some up and eat them in a stir fry come January. Yeah, we got some lettuce too, and some kales, and some watermelon radish. Yep. And we never go without a bit of handful of clover, which will be keeping it rocking on with some nitrogen coming into the soil for free. You lay down on top of the garden for the winter, but it's also something that wake up in spring. You wake your farm up, you get all excited. You wake your farm up, you get all excited.